So Miles, what do we got going on out here today?
Well, good morning. We are digging for our new home out here, and with this particular project, we have we have a few existing buildings here, an existing house and a couple existing auxiliary buildings. This house is going to stay up until the very end, and then we're going to be demoing this house. But the new house is, if you can tell, it's going to go behind us here. We actually started this morning with two large trees. You can see are now down. The excavator dug the root systems out and then pushed them over. But with the buildings already being on site here, there's a couple extra things you got to look for. Client knows that we have a water line going, and you can get down underneath into his crawl space basement area, and you can see this. But we have water coming out. We also have electric coming out. So you got to make sure you find those things, cap them off so that they continue using in the existing home. So that right now is what we're digging for over here, and these guys are digging for, is to look for that water coming out and the power coming out. Came out here this morning to set out our flags and stake out the location and set our elevations for everything. So it's going to be a walkout in the very back of the house, and then you'll have basically your garage up here, your front porch and everything here. Client wanted to stay about 10 foot away from this existing building, and then eventually they'll have it kind of connected with a little breezeway area here. But the elevations actually worked out really well. So with the walkout, 9-foot foundation, we got to go from our 0 up top here to 9 foot down, and I think we ended up, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we ended up right about at 9 foot down in the back. So another nice thing too is once you get digging, you can start to check out the soil contents. Now, for the septic permit, they did a boring in the back, which borings on this house was all sand, which is great, but you never know, right? You can bore one location and have sand be right there in that one spot and go 2 foot over and find something different. But based on what we're seeing here, soil's looking great. Great topsoil on top, sand underneath it. So when we peel this away, we're gonna have a nice surface to set this foundation on and build the rest of the house up from. So that's the gist of what you kind of got to do when you have existing buildings on site, and what you got to do to set your locations for your corners and get the excavator ready to go so we can get a foundation in here later on.
And our homeowners right here, Miles, I think he's having an exciting morning, kind of an entertaining morning.
You say anxiety or excited?
Right. All right.
Well, check back in later when we give you some updates on this project. Thank you very much. Have a great day.